Hello friends, and welcome to this amazing book summary. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful, practical, and timeless guides ever written about reading, learning, and thinking. The name of the book is How to Read a Book by Mortimer J. Adler and Charles Van Doren. Now you may think, reading. Everyone knows how to read. But friends, Adler explains something very important. Most people can read words, but very few people truly understand what they read. Real reading is not passive. Real reading is active thinking. This book teaches us how to understand any book deeply, how to extract its real meaning, how to think with the author, how to question ideas, and how to grow as a learner. So let's begin this wonderful journey of becoming an intelligent reader. Chapter 1: Reading is an active skill. The authors start with a bold statement. Reading is not a passive activity. It is active, energetic, and intellectual. You are not a container into which the author pours information. You are a partner in a mental conversation. You don't just look at the words. You interact with them. You question them. You analyze them. You think with them. So the goal of reading is not just to finish a book. The real goal is understanding. Most people only recognize words. But few people understand ideas. The authors say, good books don't give you all the answers. They teach you how to think. Chapter 2: The 4 Levels of Reading. This is one of the most famous and important parts of the book. Adler explains that reading has 4 levels, not one. Let's understand them one by one. Level 1: Elementary Reading. This is basic reading, the reading we learn in childhood. Recognizing words, forming sentences, and understanding basic meaning. Almost everyone learns this level. But most people never go beyond level 1. Level 2: INSPECTIONAL Reading, Preview or Skimming. This level is extremely useful. Inspectional reading means you quickly scan a book to understand what it is about, without reading it fully. How do you do this? Read the title. Read the subtitle. Check the table of contents. Read the introduction. Skim a few pages. Read major headings. In 15 to 30 minutes you understand what the book is about, what kind of book it is, whether it is worth reading deeply. Adler says, a quick preview can save hours of wasted reading. This level helps you read smarter, not harder. Level 3: Analytical Reading, Deep Reading. This is the heart of the book. Analytical reading means reading a book so deeply that you understand what the author wants to say, how he proves his points, what the structure of the book is, what the key arguments are. This is slow reading. This is serious reading. This is transformative reading. You take notes. You think. You question. You analyze. Analytical reading improves your mind more than any other method. Level 4: SYNTOPICAL Reading, Comparative Reading. This is the highest and rarest level. Here, you don't read one book. You read several books on the same subject. And then you compare them. You analyze how different authors treat the same topic, where they agree, where they disagree, what different perspectives exist. Ultimately, you form your own understanding, based on all sources. This is how researchers, scholars, and top thinkers learn. This level turns you from a reader into a knowledge creator. Chapter 3: Classifying the book you are reading. Before deeply reading any book, you must identify 1. What type of book is this? 2. What is its main purpose? 3. What kind of knowledge does it aim to give? There are many types of books. Practical books, theoretical books, fiction, history, science, philosophy. If you know the type, you know how to read it. For example, a practical book teaches you what to do. A theoretical book teaches you what is true. A philosophical book teaches you how to think. When you identify the purpose of a book, your reading becomes clear and effective. Chapter 4: The 4 Essential Questions While Reading. Adler suggests that every intelligent reader must ask 4 questions while reading. These 4 questions are the key to extracting wisdom from any book. Question 1. What is the book about as a whole? This means you should be able to summarize the book in a few sentences. Question 2. What exactly is the author trying to say? Identify the main ideas and main arguments. Question 3. Is the author right or wrong? Don't blindly accept. Analyze logically. Agree or disagree. But with reason, not emotion. Question 4. What have I learned from this book? This is the final and most important question. Because the purpose of reading is learning, not finishing. Chapter 5. Inspectional reading in detail. Inspectional reading helps us quickly understand the essence of a book. Here is how to do it properly. Step 1. Read the title and subtitle carefully. They often reveal the entire message. Step 2. Read the table of contents. This shows the structure and flow. Step 3. Read the introduction or preface. This tells you the author's intention. Step 4. Skim through headings and subheadings. This gives a quick map. Step 5. Read a few random paragraphs. You get the writing style and depth. After this, you should be able to answer. What is this book about? Should I read it seriously? If yes, what should I expect from it? Inspectional reading prepares your mind for deeper learning. Chapter 6. Analytical reading, the deepest level. To read analytically, follow these 3 steps. Step 1. Understand the structure of the book. Break the book into parts. Introduction. Chapters. Major arguments. Examples. Conclusion. This is like understanding a machine by understanding its parts. Step 2. Identify the arguments. Every good book makes arguments. Ask. What claim is the author making? How does he support it? What evidence does he give? Once you understand the arguments, the book becomes clear. Step 3. Critically evaluate the book. Now ask, do I agree with the author? If not, why not? Is the argument strong? Does it contradict other books I've read? This process develops your thinking. Adler says, you have not truly read a book until you have formed your own opinion about it. Chapter 7. Reading styles for different books. Not every book requires the same reading style. For example, a novel requires emotional reading. A history book requires factual reading. A science book requires logical reading. A philosophy book requires deep reflection. Understanding the type of book saves time and increases learning. Chapter 8. How to make reading more productive. Here are Adler's powerful practical tips. Don't underline everything. Highlighting is not understanding. Write notes in your own words. This forces your brain to process ideas. Ask questions while reading. It keeps your mind active. Read at the right speed. Slow for deep content, fast for simple content. Don't leave books unfinished. Sometimes the last chapter changes everything. Reread important books. Great books give new meaning every time. Chapter 9. Becoming a lifelong learner. The authors explain that reading is the foundation of lifelong learning. You learn something new from every book. Knowledge, perspective, wisdom, mental strength, personal growth. Reading is the cheapest and most powerful way to improve your mind. Adler says, a great book makes you greater. Chapter 10. Syntopical reading, the highest skill. Now we reach the ultimate form of reading. Here you read multiple books on the same topic. Compare authors. Understand different viewpoints. Identify contradictions. Form your own conclusion. This is advanced, but it creates depth, clarity, mastery. This is how researchers, professors, writers, and leaders learn. This is how you become a thinker, not just a reader. Reading is a life-changing skill. How to read a book teaches us that reading is not just a habit. It is a superpower. When you learn how to read properly, you think better, you understand better, you learn faster, you become wiser, you grow as a person. Books are not just pages. Books are minds. When you read a book, you enter the mind of a great thinker. And when you learn how to read intelligently, your life changes forever. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of this complete summary. Your time and attention mean a lot. Thanks for watching, friends. See you in the next video with another wonderful summary. Until then, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.